This is my first official van tour, and we're doing it out on the street. This is my sister and sister-in-law. You hate it, don't you? Right. Show us your part-time van. This is you went for your first trip, didn't you?
Second trip.
Second trip.
First trip with...
Yeah, no, that's true.
So this is how you've set it up before you've done a van conversion. This is you...
Well, this is half the van conversion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So usually we have this row of seats. That's obviously not in there. The floor's not in there. And there is usually another row of seats...
Under there.
Here. Not under there. They're quite tall. The seats.
Okay. The seats are quite tall, are they?
Yeah.
Rightio.
So there's usually another row of seats there.
Okay.
So we take those seats out.
Yep.
And we keep those seats. We have floor.
Yep.
So that we can
Is that a board? Have you
That
put a
is
board
board,
down, right,
yeah.
with a
So
rug on it?
There's two bits of board. There's a board there and a
There
little
is
bit of board
because the
there.
flooring is because of the knobbly bits for the chairs, so we have to put a
Right,
board.
okay. Yeah, because you don't want to get your toes caught on anything.
no.
Or
And then we have IKEA steppy unit.
Okay.
With our gas there
Okay.
and our cooker there.
Okay.
And whenever we use the cooker, we open that door.
Okay, so that you
have
can
a
let the
window.
air ventilate and what
And all
have
that
you.
Malarkey. This is my homemade fridge, which isn't quite finished.
Okay.
So it's an IKEA box.
I have a whole bunch of this stuff if you need extra, because I get it
So do
from... Oh, okay. HelloFresh.
Yes, you see.
Okay.
So that's just that. It worked. All right.
Okay.
And especially considering I hadn't done a lid yet.
Yeah. Are you thinking of putting maybe some tin foil or some of that insulation stuff in there?
Would that help? Would it?
Yes. You know, you can get the thin insulate, I think it's called.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was just on there and that, but I was going to put something on here, like, I don't know.
Okay, but it worked okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it-
it's not been stiflingly hot, has
No.
it? So.
No.
We did
Okay.
get some ice on our third
Yeah, day 3,
day.
like midway. Yeah,
Yeah.
midway
You got
through
some
day
ice.
3,
Because
just to
it's-
cool it down
Yeah,
again.
so we just chucked some ice in.
Okay. Now, do these come out when you're driving?
So where we usually have, so in here with this would be the toilet,
Okay.
and over the top of the toilet
Yes.
during the day is, you know that those IKEA square like laundry baskets. They're square and they've got
With the holes,
grid
the grid
patterns,
pattern,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have one of those.
Yep.
Which we put eventually once we used our brains. We turned upside down and put over the top of it.
Okay.
And put the
And then
lid
put
on
the lid
top.
on top.
So you have a table and
So
a
we
toilet.
have a table during the day, and when travelling, that was pushed up against here
Okay.
to stop all this moving out.
Yep.
The only one I did have to do was that, but we had a bungee from there to there, which fenced it back coming out.
And
Okay.
I had the loo roll on, which was very
And I had the
handy.
loo
That's
roll on.
Just
helpful.
to hand.
And you're holding it in at the moment with cable
Bungees.
tie, bungees, and they're hooking onto bits where the chairs go, is it?
So these hooks that are all over the van. There's one there. There's one there. There's one further back. I presume it's just stuff to hold stuff in the van.
When it was a van rather than
Yeah, it
having
never was
seats
a
in it.
van.
No, but I guess if it was to be a van, because I suppose it was the same model, they just...
I would imagine anything this big comes because I've
Yeah.
got them in the back of my car.
Okay.
So I think it's
Anything,
just for...
I think it's a fairly
attaching.
standard thing now. If you're going to be travelling, carrying things,
Stuff.
you want to be able to tie it down to make
Yeah.
sure it is
Yeah.
safe while you're
So
transporting.
that
Okay.
one's attached to that.
Okay.
Cord round, and then that's attached to the handle,
Okay.
door handle, and then that is attached to the same thing there,
Okay.
and then our gas canister is attached under there,
Okay.
and that is attached with a bungee.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, before anyone says anything, this is a setup for just them going on. This is not going to be permanently like this,
No.
because this van is used for transport. So I know people are going to say that's not secure enough and you haven't got a drop vent and all the other things that I was told about mine. So I just want to make it clear to people, this is just for...
It's just for the odd weekend because it has to be a 9-seater for the rest of the time,
Yes.
because I'm a childminder and I need to be able to carry
Children.
6, 7, 8, 9 children
Many.
at a time. So,
Okay.
and that is why
So it has to go back to
Yeah.
a...
So
it
come
has to
Monday,
be completely
Monday.
part-time.
Right.
come
Okay.
Monday, this will all be out and the chairs will be back in.
Yes. So
all
you've
the
left it in there just for me to see, haven't
Yes.
you, at the moment? But
Otherwise
you
it
wouldn't
will go.
normally, apart from going on your trip, you
No.
wouldn't drive around
No.
with it like
No,
this.
not
So
No, and
I just
when-
wanted to make that clear to everybody,
we're
because they will
driving-
comment.
When we're driving a long way,
Yep,
it's not.
that's
hooked
not
up.
there.
No, that's like, so when we went to Bath,
Yep.
Glastonbury, that wasn't like attached.
Oh,
You see
right,
what I
okay,
mean?
yes, so
it
you'd
was potential.
yes.
Unattached it. When we got there, we put the top on, but left the black.
Yep.
You know, left it undone.
Left it
and
shut.
we only turn it on
When you
we
were
want
using it, yeah.
to be used.
And you've got plenty of ventilation. So I'm just
yeah,
thinking about all the
everything-
things people
yeah.
will say.
No,
So I just
no,
wanted
yeah.
to make it clear that you had considered that beforehand.
Yes, and as I say, whenever we used it, that door was open, and
Yeah.
then usually that door, but there was a day it was blowing a gale, so we
Yeah.
opened
You didn't want-
that window,
Yeah.
and shut that door,
Yeah.
because it was going to go out.
So this is a good way of showing people what you can do if you just need a weekend van that you're not doing a full conversion on, because you need the van to be your main drive normally, but you can do it relatively cheaply with IKEA units.
Yeah,
So, yeah, and that
a
was
bit
all
of
our-
work that we're going to do, isn't it? We're going to just cut off that corner and make it a bit more rounded.
Yeah,
so
so you don't
we're
bump
gonna
it.
Paint it. We'll
Did
show
you
the bed
use
in
that?
a minute.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Oh,
say,
yeah,
was
we'll
that
show
the
We'll show you
bed?
the bed in a minute
So
as
we'll
well.
tile this
Okay.
as well, so for spits
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
so it's easy to clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we also had, so at night when I said about the toilet, so at night the toilet was there and then the box was next to it,
Yep.
and we can put stuff in the box.
Yep.
Out of
Just
the
to
way.
keep everything tidy.
Yep.
And we also had a little box down there that had bits and pieces and stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so then the bed. So this is what it's like during the day.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll do this quick and then we'll go around the back.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't have to.
Oh, I see.
Well, we'll look in the back. So this comes down.
Well, sorry, I just fell into the van.
So this
Oh,
comes down.
okay.
Yeah. And then this slides over like this.
Yeah.
And it's all cut to shape.
Hang on.
Oh, I was going to say, what's the hole for?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's beautifully cut to
seatbelt.
shape.
See.
Could you open the back
Yeah.
and just pull that bit back a bit?
Righty
And then we
ho.
can go around the back and have a look. So on top of here, we had a futon mattress.
Okay, yeah. That's a nice big bed. And so that's for you two and your son, yes?
Yes. So that folded out, and then we
Okay.
had our duvets and everything
Yep.
on there. So
Okay.
pillows, everything, and then in the morning. So we also had over this because we haven't prepped.
We're
We
gonna-
didn't have
Yes.
time to
we're
prep.
gonna
We'll
paint
paint
this.
it and
Yeah, so it's-
make it nice. So we had a blanket over that.
Yep.
And then.
So you want
in
to
the
rock and roll
morning-
in the morning?
Yeah. So then in the morning we just do that with all of the stuff on top.
Okay.
Well, the mattress folded.
Folded
on
in
top.
half.
Well, push that like that.
Okie
And then that
dokie.
goes on there.
Yep.
We've done all the cutting out
Yeah,
of all the
so
corners
it'll
and everything.
fit.
That's
So
good.
this
So it'll
one-
just slide across perfectly.
And then that
So-
goes back up.
And
we have a
then-
seat during the day.
And then he can have his, yeah, you.
And then over there,
goes back
you go around the back.
So during the day we have like a bit of a seating area and we can make a cup of tea and things out the front. And the back here has got the folded futon mattress and all the bedding and everything, and our son is sat up here playing. And we're playing top trumps over the top of the chairs and all sorts of things. So
I
this
did
is-
see a picture of him.
Yeah. so
Can I
this
put the
is his
picture in with
area.
his face blurred out?
Yes.
Like with a comedy face on it or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So this under here was this. I mean, I
It's
don't
a
know
plan
how
B.
definite this is. This yes. So
Okay.
the original plan was get a unit
Like that.
the one in the front, but not a step unit.
Okay.
Just the bottom
The
Yeah,
yes,
so
the
the
three Trofast unit.
Trofast unit. But that was actually going to be a bit small, so we might stick with this. We haven't discussed
Okay.
because this was a good size. This was a potting bench that
Okay.
our neighbour made.
Some
that we
random
got.
person down the road made, and we got it for free. And
Bonus.
then chopped the legs off it.
Okay.
So I took the top off and made it the right height so that this sits on it. So that is
Perfect.
just a thing.
And we just have a mat on the bottom here because actually this flooring is actually really soft.
Yeah.
And there's
Okay.
a couple of marks where it's already been scratched by the previous owner.
Yep.
So we've just got a matting in there as well.
Cool.
And then again, it's all just bungeed
In at
to
the
these
moment.
things.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's not going anywhere.
No, it's not. Bungees are very good like
No.
that.
In the day, we have a big plastic, those really useful big box things
It's like storage box things.
with a clippy lid.
Yep.
That's for all our clothes in.
Okay.
So that goes in there.
Yep.
And then at night we usually get that out and stick it in the front just so it's ready.
So
for
that
the
you
morning.
don't have to be in and out and in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that goes under there, and then our coats were in here.
Okay.
You know, it's just a whole nother.
And that's your
storage
water
area.
storage, is it?
Yeah.
No. So
No.
This, I got chatting with this lovely lady in the middle of Glastonbury.
In the
car-
where? Middle of
In
Glastonbury.
the middle of Glastonbury, in
Okay.
a car park in the middle of Glastonbury, because she was taking apart this
hand wash.
this sort of homemade hand wash station that she had put out in the middle of town, just in, you know, for COVID times, hand wash, soap on a rope, and all the rest of it. And then she
And it had a little pump thing,
and
does
it's
it?
got a couple of, yeah, it's got two. In fact, it's got 2 foot pumps with it. And she said she was literally just taking it apart and was going to dump it. And so we got chatting. She used to live in a van, really nice lady, and we were chatting about and her grandchildren were home educated and all sorts of stuff. She was really lovely. And she just said, traffic. And I said I was a forest school leader, and I was like, that'd be brilliant for hand washing. So
Yep.
I was like, love it.
Oh, cool. So it's for forest school, but you could also use it in the van.
Yeah.
Brilliant, because you can use these sorts of things, apparently, like pump things for showers as well in the van.
I wouldn't, because it's been used by 3 million people in the middle of Glastonbury.
Maybe not.
Maybe not this particular
Not
one.
that one,
Yeah,
but
that's not really drinking water.
no. When I said that, I thought that didn't look very clean.
No,
So
it's not at all.
we have 2 smaller water carriers that were just in the van on the front, depending on where we were. One
Okay.
of which is now full of white
spring water.
springs water
Oh,
from
cool.
Glastonbury. This is just
Yeah.
wanted to bring something.
I bought a bottle home, not quite a jug full, but I bought a bottle home.
Yeah, we bought a 25 litre square. We've been cleaning crystals now. We've been
Oh, right.
cleansing our crystals with it this morning.
Fair enough.
So the other thing actually that people might wonder about is perhaps privacy as
Okay.
well.
Oh yes. What
because
did you do
we
for?
don't have any curtains or anything. But actually, very luckily, the van when we got it is actually blacked out windows anyway. So as much as you can see out, and we tested it.
Oh, so when
We
you've got
tested
lights
it.
on,
No, we tested
okay.
it. You can see movement. You can't see detail.
Because mine, even during the day, I got caught out once when I was I might have got caught out. I was a bit naked after a very long hike, and I decided to cool off in the van, and then realised the next time I walked up to the van, a certain light I could see in my van.
Yes. No, we have tested it multiple times actually.
Okay.
And actually it's very good with lights on. You know, I can see them moving around.
But you can't
unless you,
see
like, get right
details.
up to the
Okay.
window,
What about the front? Do you have a curtain or anything at the front?
So we have
again on a bungee.
on a bungee.
Bungees are us, sponsored this video.
Yeah, they're very handy.
We have that big purple throw that we have with the Celtic.
The one that I bought you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we just put that over the front.
Okay.
So it hangs down the back a
Yep.
bit, and then the rest I usually put over the top of all the stuff that's
Yep.
on the chairs.
To
just
yeah,
hide it a
deter
little
people
bit.
from.
And because we don't have any air or anything in the back, windows don't open.
Yeah, yeah.
We just had the front windows open just a little bit.
That's what I was doing before I had my roof vent.
Yeah. I think
that's very good.
everything, really.
And it worked fine.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I can't think of anything. So we also have this a low down small trophy unit with the 3 calf things in,
Okay.
which we had in front of the seat. So we had it just in front of here.
All right. Okay. Down there.
Just here. So if we pulled it to like here, you could open the drawers. If you wanted to get it all the way out, then you had to move it further.
Yeah. Yeah.
We put in our toiletries and stuff in there.
Okay.
And we were trying to, we were umming and ahhing as to whether it's actually worth having it or whether it was actually in the way.
Okay.
So when Heather was cooking, she was usually sat on it, but we do have a small like fold-out stool
Okay.
that we could have in there to do that if she needs to be sat in.
Yeah.
To do that.
So you're still deciding whether it is
Useful.
serviceable or
Because
whether it's more of a
when-
hindrance.
When this is down, and this is on here, to make it long enough to have the support,
Right, yeah.
the thingy, this overhangs a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad here where that pokes out, but it overhangs. So we were saying, like, don't
Yeah.
sit on there.
Yeah.
So when Jasper was getting it off, it was like we pulled
Oh,
it forward
yeah.
a bit, so we had something to step on.
So it's like a step for him to get up and down without
Yes.
putting too much pressure on that.
Yes, and it was useful to, you know, have the drawers,
Mhm.
but at the same time there is space under there.
Yeah.
Because Jasper had a box of toys and books and
Okay.
things, which actually slid perfectly
Oh,
in that gap
perfectly.
there.
Okay.
So we could, you know, we could use that space. So yeah, we'd undecided as to whether that's
Okay.
useful
Or not.
or not.
But quite often you won't find out until you've been doing it a while.
yeah,
Okay.
this is it. So yeah,
Trial and
we're
error.
pretty happy with everything. It's just
The test run
tarting
worked.
it up, really, giving
Yeah.
that a sand, a paint, so it's not leaving chips of wood everywhere. And yeah, putting tiles on that. But
Finishing touches.
yeah, otherwise,
It worked well.
yeah, I think it
Excellent.
worked
Well, thank you for sharing it.